You were talking through the Morgan for
What's this big screen?
Okay.
What's this big screen I've got? Hello?
This is the least professional start
No,
to
seriously.
a podcast. What do you mean seriously? What's going on?
His iPad's malfunctioning.
Oh, I've got this. Look.
No, don't want to see your history on your phone.
Let's have a look.
All right, fabulous. Okay, right, I'm starting regardless. I'm not fucking around with this.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, Daniel.
What does an Actors Coaching International actor get from working with you?
Wow. They get deep levels of growth. They get to learn so much more about themselves, and they get to find out so much more about the industry.
Why not go to actorscoachinginternational.com for more details?
We have gone for the trilogy, listeners. Welcome to the InTheRoom Christmas Special 2023, where myself and Christian are joined yet again by the amazing duo of Jack Crutch and Gareth Morgan. How are you both?
Yeah, good. Excited.
Ready.
You're lying, though. You said nervous about 2 minutes ago, Crutch.
Yes, well, I'm trying to just play it cool.
Anyway, if you two can introduce, well, actually, Christian as well. Actually, we have got to say something about Christian. So I've got like a Christmas top on and a Christmas hat on.
Oh, here we go.
Morgan's got a Christmas shirt. Crutch has got a Christmas jumper.
Do you want to know something about my Christmas jumper?
Oh, go on.
It's still got the tag in. I'm going to take it back tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's dedication. I'll give you that. Terrific.
That is a mean move. I love it. I bet that cost about £8. And he's like, I can't be wasting that.
It's been a tough year.
But anyway, so Christian is remarkably unfestive this year. So go on, give us your excuses. You won't be able to see this, listeners, as we're not doing a whole video podcast this year, but you're not missing out on much. But Christian, give us your excuses. Go on.
Well, G, my housemate, told me to go in the loft because we have loads of Christmas decorations and jumpers and things like that. I went rooting around about half an hour, because I'm good at preparing, and nothing was there. So here I am in an Adidas cream top. But I do have this thing.
That's could have gone.
Kind of Christmassy. Looks like Chopper, to be fair.
There's no way I could have grown that amount of facial hair. Not a chance. I'm not Gareth
Yeah, you and
Morgan.
me both.
Anyway, what's your festive drink?
My festive drink. My festive drink is mulled wine, and I've nearly finished it because we've been here a while. Yeah, there we go.
We've just been talking absolute trash before going. But if any of you guys that are listening have not heard the 2022 or 2021 Christmas special, just be warned, there will be no professionalism in this podcast. It's absolutely ludicrous. It's all going to go off piste. Crutch and Morgan make me laugh and Christian infuriates me. So it's just going to be an hour of pain for me. But I hope
Hello, my name is Matthew Philip Harris. Welcome to the Christmas Special podcast. Really excited for you to be here with Gareth, Jack, and Christian. Christian, lovely hair. Gareth Moore. Anyway, let's carry on.
Fabulous. Anyway, what's your Christmas drink, Crutch?
I've gone for it's a Brewdog festive hoppy Christmas lager.
Christian, what about your Christmas drink, Christian? What have you got?
I'm being a bit grinchy and healthy this year, so I've gone for water.
Down in it.
Right. Anyway, I've gone for Baileys, traditional Baileys with some ice. There we go. So really simple.
I had a wonderful Baileys hot chocolate at Winter Wonderland the other day. £22 for two, though.
Well, I hope they appreciated the £11 you spent on that hot chocolate, unless you do a me and go Dutch every time. They're wonderful people. Anyway, we are going to move on to the first part of our 2023 Christmas special. This is Christmas cast list. Now, one of the hardest parts of our industry is the total lack of control that actors have on the decision making behind who gets the part. And for Christmas this year, we are changing that. So our wonderful guests and Christian have each been asked to pick a character from a Christmas film that they would have liked to have played had they been able to, and why. And if none of you have picked one of the Muppets from A Christmas Carol, I will be calling bullshit on this front.
My sister used to bully me with that film, so I can't watch. I didn't like the knocker.
It's quite scary. That is a scary film.
Who plays
Is that how she bullied you with it?
Because they didn't like it, so she'd play it, and I'd run upstairs. What was the knocker? Was it Gonzo or the Bluebird? And it freaked me out a bit. So I can't remember.
Wait, Michael Caine?
No, it was like on the door. The knocker on the door was like a Muppet. It was like really freaky.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I swear you'd have encountered weirder shit on a daily basis on the streets of Manchester, Gareth.
In the mirror, I do now.
Anyway, Crutch, let's tell us about who you would cast yourself as and why, if you got given the chance.
I've gone with Marv.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Oh.
One of the Wet Bandits. Yeah.
However,
Okay.
you saying we need to think about this question led to two things. Firstly, I would love to play Marv. But secondly, it reminded me when I was at school in, I think, year 7 or year 8, there were two very popular girls whispering behind me, clearly talking about me. And they were like laughing and like pointing at me. And I overheard them saying, I reminded them of one of those things from The Grinch. And I had never seen The Grinch at the time. Only since I watched it after that they meant one of the Who's of Whoville. I know.
Oh, charming.
So I'd like to play Marv, but realistically, I'm probably just going to be a background Who in Whoville. Fortunately.
I mean, the fact that they decided that from looking behind you as well. They knew
No,
what was
they knew who I was. I think they had the epiphany there and then.
Wow.
I
Well,
know.
why would you want to play Marv then? What makes you want to play that character, one of the Wet Bandits in Home Alone?
I haven't really thought about it, to be honest. It's just one of my favourite films. And
Fabulous.
it's just hilarious, isn't it? He makes the film.
Yeah, I'd like to play one of those guys as well, one of the dynamic duo. I reckon Crutch and I would both want to play the Wet Bandits, and we'd both actually get cast as some horrible gremlin in a different Christmas film.
Yeah, where we're not seen.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Gareth Morgan, who would you want to play and why?
I mean, it's odd that he said the Who's because I was going to go the Grinch. I think I could play a very good, silly, elastic,
see that.
very
Sweaty.
hater of Christmas who just steals people's toys and
I can see that.
yeah. Either that or John McClane.
You do look a bit Bruce Willis-y these days, Morgan.
I said Die
Yeah,
Hard
yeah.
4 now. This is
Die Hard going on.
Yeah.
well, the hair died out.
You nut Alan Rickman, yeah. Well, if you nut Alan Rickman in the head with that, then geez, he's going fucking flying, isn't he? Like, right off the edge of Nakatomi Plaza. Bang!
We call
bosh.
it the eggnog. Bang.
It's very good. Christian, how about yourself? Who would you pick and why?
Well, I was thinking Jude Law's part in The Holiday, Graham.
Oh, let me guess, because he's really good looking.
No, it's not actually that. It's not actually that. I mean,
Pathetic.
it makes sense. But no. It's not that deep either, though. I love the film, but also I wouldn't mind having a little kiss with Cameron Diaz. So
You are such a creep.
Like, honestly, I swear that sort of behaviour in the industry is slowly needing to be eradicated. And you use this section of the podcast to say,
Yeah.
I'd like to cast as Jude Law so I could kiss a woman. Brilliant.
Love it.
Fabulous. Well, this Christmas podcast has taken an incredibly dark turn very early on,
Does
so
the
that's
Grinch kiss
absolutely
anyone?
fabulous.
Not that
Does the
dark.
Grinch not kiss anyone? No.
I think he kisses his dog.
He couldn't if he tried, Gareth. A bit like you.
Sorry, mate. He's the mean one.
How many hours did Jim Carrey have to spend in makeup, and how many hours do we think you'd have to spend in makeup,
About
Morgan?
10 minutes.
10, 15 minutes.
Just spray paint him green and shove him on
I'm alright.
display.
Half green. Don't worry. That's it. Waist down. All right.
Fabulous. Well, this is a wonderful section one. We have the Grinch, we have the Grinch and John McClane, we have one of the Wet Bandits from Home
Graham.
Alone, but more likely I didn't get to your bit, you absolute cretin. I was talking about the Grinch and John McClane, one of the Wet Bandits, one of the Who's from Whoville, and then creepy version of Jude Law. That's your part, Christian. Don't worry, no one's forgetting that in a hurry. But anyway, on to the next part of our podcast. It's time for festive favourites.
So I'm going to end up with no points then.
I feel like this has been the worst game ever. I should have just gone for the Christmas quiz again. Get a
What?
You've just used that category to directly insult me. No one's enjoyed it listening, I can already tell. None of you have enjoyed playing it. For the last 2 years, we have done a festive quiz through the Christmas special, and whilst it was tempting to torture Christian with impossible questions again, or see if Gareth Morgan can indeed remember the famous line about an animal in A Winter's Tale, because last year he said wasp, I thought that we would mix things up a little bit. So, Morgan, do you remember the line from Winter's Tale these days? Do you know what animal it was?
I can't remember what I said.
Exit pursued by a bear, Morgan, not by a wasp. So, let me explain. I have put a list of categories that are either directly Christmas related or things we do / have in the festive period. Christian, Jack, and Gareth have all chosen their favourites for every category or will be responding in the moment now. But how can we make this competitive? So, the lads didn't know in advance how they could get points, and we're going to ask them on the spot now, or they've prepped a list. They won't have too much time to think about it. This is how they're going to get points. I have also chosen my favourites for all the categories. And if they have picked the same as me, they get a point. Simple as. So I can take the online abuse if people don't like my choices. But there is also a twist to stop them just thinking what I would pick. If 2 or more of them pick something else, we go with the majority. One of the things we won't be speaking about in festive favourites would be something in a roast dinner besides the meat. If I pick Yorkshire puddings, but 2 of them pick roast potatoes, the people that pick roast potatoes would get a point. Does that make sense for Christian, Jack and Gareth?
So what you're saying is we should all just team up together.
Well, you're not playing against me. You're trying to get as many points individually yourselves.
So we want to get what you have. We want to get your guess or one of the other person's guess.
Pretty much, because that means you shouldn't be spending too much time thinking about what I do, because if you just go with a good favourite that you really like and you think one of the others has matched it, you'll get a point that way. And I hope you do understand that. Yeah, because otherwise you would go for really, really sad shit that I've picked.
For dessert, I've got pick a mix, sour sweets with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on the side. You're not going to pick that, are you?
That's incredibly specific.
Yeah, so I need to go less specific.
Yeah.
Choppers would be like a Star Trek cake or something.
What? I don't even like Star Trek.
Yeah, some Nerf fudge, yes.
What about you, Christian, for Christmas drink? Like sparkling water, we're going to mix it up a bit.
Mate, Rosé Prosecco.
Oh my God, you are such a fruit, aren't you? So, Crutch is going to be scoring these as we go along, as he's the most reliable scorer, although he told me ahead of time I've done barely any prep, so I don't know if I can trust him this year, but we will see. So, I will say the category, and then I'll go to each of you to tell me what your festive favourite is, and then I will reveal mine, and we'll go for the points from there. I mean, if any of the listeners have even bothered to stay on after I've explained the stupid rules to this game, I give them some credit. Anyway, so the first category is this. It's the meat for the roast dinner. So what is your favourite roast dinner meat? I'll give you a couple of seconds.
You like a big bit of meat, don't you, Chops?
Fabulous. Right, that'll keep them giggling while we wait for your answers. Christian, what is your answer?
I'm going to go beef.
Why? Why beef? Why do you like a bit of beef?
Because I just love it with a bit of, dipping it in a bit of mustard and a bit of gravy on it. Why is that, Gareth? Why are you making it weird?
It's just grabbing your beef and your mustard. That's...
I shouldn't have started with roasting a meat. So Christian's gone for beef. Crutch, how about you?
Pigs in blankets.
That's a bit of an outside choice because you've gone for a meat that's also on the plate. I like that one. Pigs in blankets. Very good. What about you, Grinch?
Turkey.
He's gone for turkey. He's gone traditional. So I also picked turkey. So that is a point to Gareth Morgan. But the thing I would say about turkey is it has to be done properly because a lot of the time it isn't. If it's dry turkey, it's fucking awful. I probably would have gone
raw. I mean,
you like raw meat, do you, Morgan?
Raw turkey.
Can we have a point for most liked answer by you? Like pigs in blankets, for example?
I mean, I'm not going to give you a point for it, but what I will say is if I'd have actually had the inspiration to think outside the box, I probably would have gone for pigs in blankets. So I'll give you some respect, but I won't give you a point.
So I'm going to end up with no points then?
Yeah.
Just respect.
Well, for now, there's two more before we go on to the next section of the podcast.
Not me.
None of us are particular winners at life, Gareth. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Anyway, the second festive favourite is this: an ornament or decoration. A Christmas ornament or decoration.
This is easy. I know exactly what Chops is. I know exactly what it is.
Right, we'll reverse the order this time. Gareth?
See, I didn't know that was the game, so I went really personal. I went with...
it's going to be like...
Well, something that my mum puts on the tree that I made when I was a kid, I was going to go. And I thought, I'm not going to have the star that I made out of the little plasticky gems that you iron down in primary school. You might have, which wouldn't be that surprising, really, thinking about it. But yeah, that's mine. It's like a yellow star that I ironed and made. It goes on the tree every year. That's my favourite ornament because I'm a narcissist.
Sounds like 0 points to me.
Respect, maybe. I don't know.
But mum's respect. Jack Crutch, how about you?
Mistletoe, because you're a little creep.
Oh, that's
So, rather than even attempt to get a point, you've just used that category to directly insult me. I'm on a call right now with Christian Lee Smith and Gareth Morgan, and you're calling me the creep?
I thought you'd do anything for a kiss.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, you get it,
Anything
Jude.
for a kiss. Fabulous. Brilliant. Right. Well, Christian, how about you?
Well, I'm going to also mug you off. I think like a Doctor Who figure on top of the tree or something like that. Yeah,
Dalek.
for that. Yeah.
Why did I should have just done the fucking Christmas quiz. This is awful. This is like abuse. Well,
Jump in your
none of
TARDIS.
you get a point because it isn't the Dalek on top of the tree. It's not the mistletoe to do anything for a kiss, and it's not Gareth's ironed piece of shit that he puts on his Christmas tree. So it's no points for any of you. We'll go to the last festive favourite for this point, which is a Christmas dessert. What dessert do you like having around Christmas time? Jack Crutch?
I'm not thinking about me. I'm thinking about you.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be doing
know,
that. This
I
is
know,
why I
I know.
wanted you to probably try and prep this
Yeah,
in
but
advance.
no one's going to pick a mix, Matt.
Who the hell has that for
I'm
the
gonna go
Christmas
with-
dessert? Who hurt you?
I'm gonna go with tiramisu.
So what, like
Oh,
the
good, sure.
dinosaur? What, tiramisu?
No, tiramisu.
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 Tiramisu Rex.
Tiramisu.
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 See, I don't
Wait,
think Chopper's that classy, Crutch, to be honest.
Oh,
He might have
brilliant.
gone to private school, but he's cheap.
He's just
Right, go on,
tiny.
Christian. Go on. What's your festive favourite dessert that you're going to use to just insult
I mean,
me?
mine would be like a hot, sticky toffee pudding or something. But you, I think, would be like a fucking Morrison's 99p Savers chocolate fudge cake.
I'm not buying the Christmas dessert's on the parents, mate. So I'm asking for more
Okay,
expensive.
okay. In that
If it was
case.
on me, there would be no dessert. We don't need it. If we fill up on soup for starters, soup and bread, mate, we don't need to pay for
Okay,
dessert. So
Okay, in that case, sticky toffee pudding.
sticky toffee pudding, tiramisu. Morgan, what about you?
Gingerbread. He's going to say gingerbread. He's wearing a gingerbread shirt. Gingerbread for dessert.
He's doing some weird thing with his teeth. He creeps me out. I want a restraining
Say it out
order.
loud, Morgan. This is an audio experience.
Gingerbread. I'm tickling his buttons right now.
Fabulous.
There you go.
Gingerbread. Well,
Is it not a visual
Again,
experience?
no
I made a
one-
lot of effort for this.
it's fine. There'll be clips on social media, mate.
There
So
you
we
go.
can get that shirt out there.
Tickle
It's
his
all
buttons.
okay. But I'm afraid none of you get a point as I went for Eton mess. I like an Eton mess.
Cause it has eaten in.
Mate, I didn't go to
And mess.
Right, okay.
conveniently.
Right, brilliant. Thank you, Morgan. Anyway, let's just make one thing crystal clear right now for anyone that ever meets Christian Lee Smith. If he tells you he was born in the ends, as he likes to say,
He means
He-
full
From the hood fam.
lived in Bournemouth for the entirety of his life, which is filled with old people and racists. So he isn't in the fucking hood, and he's grown up wearing fear of God hoodies and stuff like that. The man spent 200 quid on a sleeveless hoodie to look like Justin Bieber. He's not from the ends. So I'm not
400.
taking this bollocks from you, Christian Lee Smith, you absolute rat. And on that positive, festive note, let's go through to the second part of our Christmas podcast, and we are going to go monologuing.
Is there no music? You used to have music between transitions. What's
I'm going
happened?
to put it in now.
You're
So
gonna
not,
put it
not
in
now,
now.
but I'm going to put it in the edit because last
Got it,
time you
got
just
it.
spoke over the music. But right now, considering this is just going to go over the music anyway, so I don't really know why I've bothered.
Hi, we're selftape.co.uk, but don't forget the hyphen. That's self-tape.co.uk. It's a bit of a mouthful, but it's a mouthful worth chewing on. Anyway, as the name suggests, we do self-tapes for actors in London. Maybe you've run out of time. Maybe you have kids. Perhaps you can't find a reader. Or, let's face it, you could just be a little bit at setting everything up. Well, that's where we come in. But it's not all we offer. No, we also shoot showreels for actors too. Custom showreel scenes shot from scratch to show casting directors and agents exactly what you can do. Well, that is, if they can be bothered to watch. Any In The Room listeners get 10% off all of our services just by quoting In The Room. So get in touch and visit www.selftape.co.uk. Or don't, it's completely up to you. But whatever you do, don't forget the hyphen, you get it.
A favourite section from last year, well, not for Christian, but for the listeners, was when the guys went monologuing. It's a twist on the exercise in singing class when you are asked to deliver your song as a monologue. It's a
Oh, I
truly
love that.
You're good at it.
It's a truly hated task for most non-musical theatre students and some musical theatre students as well. It's not well liked, let's put it that way. Now, to add a Christmassy feel to the task, if any of you didn't listen to the Christmas special last year, each of the guys has picked a Christmas song to monologue, just a verse and a chorus. We won't put you through any more than that. And they will be replacing Andrew Lincoln in Love Actually when he's declaring his love to Keira Knightley. But instead of romantic signs, we have glorious monologues. And I think we know which Keira would prefer. Now, to raise the stakes a bit this year, after each of the guys has gone, the other two will have the option to redirect them in any way they want to attempt to improve their performance. So it could get really messy. And I'll just remind you of the sound that we're going to be going for this.
We'll get it. Oh, hi.
Who is it?
It's Carol Singers.
Well, give him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
And as Silent Night comes in, these wonderful monologues will be performed, okay? So does that make sense to you guys?
Are we
Ready
doing
to
the
go?
full-
Who wants to
the
go
full clip?
first?
Full clip every time. Full clip. We're committing.
Yeah, we've got to help you guys get immersed.
Oh, yeah.
I reckon the Grinch should go first.
Yeah, get the
First last
Grinch out of the
time.
way.
Jesus. All right. Okay.
No, you went last time, Gareth. We saved you till last, and it was
All right.
truly
Yeah, set me off
disturbing.
first then. I'll disturb early. Okay.
Lovely stuff. Right, so we don't need to know what the song is. I don't want to have any preconceptions, so we're just going to go straight into this, and then one of the boys will redirect you after you've gone if we think the performance improved in any way. But who knows? Stop looking down the camera directly like that. It's truly unsettling. Anyway,
Ready?
here we go, Gareth. Here we go.
Ready?
We'll get it. Oh, hi.
Who is it?
It's Carol Singers.
Well, give him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
Canterbury. Just slip a sable under the tree for me. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby. Hurry down that chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas I could have kissed. Next year, I'll be just as good. You can check off my Christmas list.
And I'll fade that out terrifyingly.
Wait. My connection is so bad, so I can't see what is in Gareth's mouth. It's just...
I can't see it either. It's his connection.
I thought it was a cigar, and then you ate it.
And then he was eating it. Yeah.
What is that in your mouth?
What are you eating, you freak?
Chocolate log, innit? Kind of.
Right.
Look, I thought you had a cigar.
That's what I wanted you to think.
He
and
brought
I'd buy
props
it.
though. Don't insult Morgan. He prepared. He brought props. He was ready to go in a truly award-winning performance there. But Jack, Christian, would you like to redirect Morgan in any way to improve on his festive performance? How do you think you're going to redirect?
I'd just make it a little less creepy.
I
Speed
agree.
it
I
up a
agree.
little bit.
I think like last
But
year,
the creepy thing.
Yeah, you got too close to the camera once again. I think drop the accent, do Scottish,
Okay. Scottish is
and we'll
better.
see how it goes from there.
And I don't know I don't know how to describe it really. I just feel like I'd never trust you with my kids.
Exactly.
Doing that.
We want to
Their
trust
time
you.
will come, Christian. Their time will come.
Okay.
Okay.
Make me trust you.
All right, mate.
So let me just get this
Scottish
clear.
man making you trust you faster, dropping the chocolate log.
Just get it fucking over with, Morgan.
Yeah.
Basically.
Basically,
Right.
just do it like you don't belong in prison. Okay.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
Ooh.
Good note. Here we go.
It's gonna be hard. Okay.
We'll get it. Oh, hi.
Who is it?
It's Carol Singers.
Well, give him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
Santa baby! Slip a sable under my tree, my boy. I've been an awful good girl, Santa baby. So hurry down my chimney.
You sound like
Tonight.
Shrek.
Just think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the women that I should have kissed. Ooh, yeah. Next year, I could be just as good. If you check off my Christmas list. It went a bit Sean Connery at one point. We had a bit of Sean.
Oh, we're done.
Started
Oh, we're done. Okay.
I was juggling a lot of balls. I was trying to make you feel at home. I was trying to, don't know what the fuck came out of my mouth.
I mean, I think you went for the redirection there. There's no question you went for it. Jared Butler would be jealous of you right now, Gareth. I think you were very 300 in that.
How'd it go? I was that close to kicking late.
Fabulous work. This is Morgan. Fabulous work. Well, let's move on to Christian Lee Smith. Christian, are you ready to go?
Go on, play the music.
Here we go. Here we go. We've had someone that you wouldn't trust with your kids. It's time for number 2.
We'll get it. Oh, hi.
Who is it?
It's Carol Singers.
Give him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
Snow is falling all around us. My baby's coming home for Christmas. I've been up all night inside my bedroom. He said he'll be with me real soon. So I wait and I wait. But I've had as much as I can take. Because I've got 5 more nights of sleeping on my own, 4 more days until you're coming home, 3 more dreams of you and mistletoe, 2 more reasons why I love you so. I've got 5 more nights until you're next to me and 4 more days of being lonely.
I'm fading us out unless it's a really long dramatic pause there.
No, that is some of Lee's best work. I'm impressed. That got me.
But do you know what annoys me about that, Crutch? Is he never used to get up in singing class and do that.
No.
No.
He would
on voice rest.
He would put himself on vocal rest for every singing class, even though he was absolutely fine, rather than give us that level of dynamite performance, Christian. That was awesome. Crutch, Morgan, how would you like to redirect in there? Because no acting is ever perfect.
It was electric, obviously.
Here we go.
I was moved. But I think you should give it another go. Just to explore some things. Like your Pikachu.
What am I exploring?
Like your Pikachu stuck inside of a bauble.
Gareth, what is the note? Is that the note?
Mm-hmm. Well, to perform again, like your Pikachu trapped inside of a bauble.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, Pikachu, the Pokemon. You know what Pikachu is. Trapped inside of a bauble.
Yeah, but stuck in a bauble.
Gareth, are you okay?
just to free it up.
Chopper, can you read that? Chops, you do it, because he's chatting.
So I presume you're some sort of animal trapped where it doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
We'll go for that. I'm not sure Christian's got the vocal range to play Pikachu, Gareth Morgan, but he can definitely do a convincing rat up a drain pipe, that's for certain.
Yeah.
So I think we do
Rat up a drain pipe.
some sort of weaselly type creature trapped where it doesn't want to be. And it wants to get out.
You?
Yeah, so use me as inspiration.
Right, I'm Chopper Harris. Right,
no, you can't just hijack this note to do the whole thing. You're just going to do it as me. Right, okay. Well, this is me, apparently, doing... What's the song again, Christian?
Silent Night.
No More Sleep, Leona Lewis.
Here we go. Wish that book hit her harder.
We'll get it. Oh, hi.
Who is it?
It's Carol Singers.
Give him a quid and tell him to bugger off.
Snow is falling all around us. My baby's coming home for Christmas. Oh, I've been up all night inside my bedroom and he said he'd be with me real soon, so I wait and I wait and I've had as much as I can take. Because I've had 5 long nights of sleeping on my own, 4 more days until you're coming home. God's sake. 3 more dreams of you and mistletoe, 2 more reasons why I love you so. I've got 5 more nights until you're next to me and 4 more days of being lonely like my entire life and pathetic existence. Man.
Wow.
I think you ran with it. Yeah, he went with it.
In fairness, like, normally we'd stick to the script, so I hope that you were really emotionally driven to say pathetic existence. Because
it's because he always says it, so I got it in at the end. He's always like, my pathetic existence.
I preferred the first performance, I think. I don't know about you guys. What about you? What about you, Morgan? What about you, Crutch? First or second performance?
I'm going to go with the second.
Third
I
one.
thought you might.
Yeah,
Go on, Morgan.
The second was much better.
Third one. We're not fucking hearing that again. Crutch, right, it's time for you. Okay, here we go.
We'll get it.
quit and tell him to bugger off.
Come, they told me. Parum. Pum pum pum. A newborn king to see. Parum pum 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 pum. To lay before the king. Parum pum pum pum. Rum pum pum pum. Rum pum pum pum.
Oh, right, okay. Beautiful. Haunting.
I will say to you, as I said before the podcast started, I haven't done a lot of prep, so I did the prep where I could do a song where there wasn't many words.
Right.
Rum pum pum.
Yeah.
Rum, pum, 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 pum.
But I thought I made it work.
Yeah.
What's the song? Can we let the audience know?
Little Drummer Boy?
It's Little Drummer Boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go.
There you
Well, Christian, Morgan, how would we like to redirect our lovely Jack Crutch here?
Morgan?
Me? All right. I'll have him.
Can't wait for this.
I'll have him.
What should be Bulbasaur?
Stuck in. No. We'll have him as a dragonfly being batted away by an old woman.
I mean, you're about 4 foot away from being able to go from insect to me. So if you just do it as me again, it's probably believable.
Okay.
Yep.
No. Fuck's sake!
Well, here we go.
We'll get it. Oh, hi.
Who is it?
It's
Chopper.
carol singers.
Give him a quit and tell him to bugger off.
Come, they told me. Parum pum 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 pum. A newborn king to see. Oh, parum pum pum pum, take that. To lay before the king. Parum pum pum pum. Rum pum pum pum. Rum pum pum pum. Matthew, Philip, Harris.
You know, when I planned this section, I had absolutely no idea which direction it would go, but I'm not shocked, actually. All the universe hates me, so you guys have just managed to put that to bed. That was some masterful performances. I think Gareth Morgan's was by far the best, both rounds. I don't like Crutch. I don't like Christian Lee Smith. We're going to move on to more festive favourites. But hey, honestly, if more people wanted to see me act, that would be nice to know, because right now, the auditions have dried out, my friend. So if I'm this popular as a character to perform, tell the fucking casting directors, for goodness sake.
I think they've dried up because these two are filling all your parts, mate. That's...
Anyway, we're going to move on to 3 more of our festive favourites, okay?
Right.
Thanks for that cough, Christian. That was really great. I've got to edit that out now, so
Was
thanks
that Christian
for
or Matt?
I felt some air growing back then.
that. It's like a fucking earthquake to get that fucking head hairy again, Morgan, not a cough. Anyway, the first festive favourite of this part of the podcast is Santa's reindeer. Which one of Santa's reindeer is your favourite? Stop trying to guess what mine would be. I know you're really deep in the method acting, but you're going for Donna, are you, Morgan?
Donna.
Or are you just thinking about kebabs?
Got me. Guilty.
Donna for Morgan. Christian?
I feel like, well, if I'm going for yours, it'd be Prancer.
No. If it's Prancer for Matt.
Yeah, he prances around the flat, doesn't he?
Crutch, what about you? So we've gone for Prancer, Donna. What would you pick?
If I'm thinking it's you, well, it's got to be Vixen.
Oh.
I went for Comet. So there's no
You
points for
boring
anyone.
bot.
Because I like space.
Hey,
It was right.
it was going to be Comet or Blitzen, but neither of you got it. You went for Vixen,
God.
Prancer, and Donna Kebab. Christmas film.
Elf.
Morgan?
I hate Christmas movies.
Hang on, I think Christian's just Googled Christmas films. Look at his face. He's trying to get a list of them.
No.
What is a
I'm trying to
Christmas film?
Well, Morgan, you answer.
I just don't like. I hate Christmas movies. I hate them. And they're all bad. Cheesy, cringy. Do not like Christmas movies. I've got a weird thing against them. I just don't
Wow.
want around Christmas time. Do not like Christmas movies. So they had to choose They had to. Gun to my head. Die Hard. That's
the least
Good
Christmassy
choice.
film ever.
yeah.
Wait, just a quick one. I was just looking at Gareth there, and he really looks like Eric Ten Hag, the Man United manager. I just wanted to get that in there.
Yeah. My 4-year-old niece. Every time he comes on TV, goes, Gareth!
Sorry, Gareth.
I'm getting sacked in the
Anyway,
morning.
Christian, back on task.
Home Alone 1.
We've gone Home Alone 1. We've gone Die Hard. Crutch, what did you go for?
Elf.
Christian has a point. It's Home Alone 1.
Yes.
I hate this game.
It's my favourite one. Where are we at with points now?
I'm winning.
We've all
I've got
got
one.
We all got one?
Crutch, you got
No,
0.
you haven't, Crutch. You haven't got a point. You lying,
Wait, I
you
haven't,
lying
like,
turd.
I got one for my my stuffing. What was that?
Respect.
what?
You got respect. That's all you got.
What was going on before the
Exactly that.
podcast started? I'm getting one for your stuffing.
I've got
Fabulous
0.
work.
I've got 0.
And the last festive favourite of this part of the podcast is a non-alcoholic drink. Christian's favourite.
God.
A non-alcoholic Christmas drink.
What have I got?
My favourite non-alcoholic drink.
For Christmas.
But it's for Christmas. It's what you drink at Christmas
bloody
that's
water,
non-alcoholic.
A non-alcoholic Christmassy drink.
Pure protein shake.
Bulk powders, white chocolate protein, 21 grams of protein. No, Pepsi Max.
It's really
That's
Christmassy.
if I'm
that.
not having.
Calm down.
That's if I'm not having my rosé prosecco.
Nothing more festive than some Pepsi Max.
Yeah, do.
With a
Crutch.
bit of Jack Daniels.
It's not non-alcoholic then, you.
That's not non-alcoholic then, is it, you idiot? Anyway, Crutch.
Again, I'm thinking, not me, I'm thinking you. I think you're one of those people that, loves like a pumpkin. No, not like a chai latte.
Good choice. Good choice. Gareth?
I again was not under the impression we were going to be guessing your guesses. So my actual prepared guess, and I'm going to play this game properly, was I don't really do non-alcoholic drinks around Christmas. I have a problem. But when I did, I used to like Costa did a white chocolate, hot chocolate with like raspberry, ripply, saucy sprinkles.
It's very good. Crutch, you were ever so close. I went for gingerbread latte.
Yeah, that's
I get the point
for me.
then.
No. You put chai latte. You just got more respect. 2
Well,
points for respect.
I'm wearing your choice. I get the point.
Yeah.
That's me. I'll give you a half point because you said latte.
Yes.
How about that? I know you're competitive. I'll give you a half point because you got half the answer. So, scores on the doors. 1 point for Christian, half a point for Jack with a bit of respect on top. 1 point for Gareth.
Bullshit.
Lovely stuff. Now we're
Vamos.
going into the third section of our podcast.
What is this bit?
You're going to be talking through the transition music again.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, I'm leaving a dramatic pause so I can then introduce it. It's A Christmas Carol, the famous story written by Charles Dickens, where the cold-hearted Ebenezer Scrooge is visited by 4 ghosts, Jacob Marley, Christmas past, present, and future. Each of the guys has picked a ghost that they will be playing, but instead of scaring Ebenezer Scrooge, they'll be talking about an aspect of the acting industry. Something in either the past, present, or believe will happen in the future of our industry that they either love or hate. Nice, simple, festive. Let's start with Christian Lee Smith, who I believe is playing the Ghost of Christmas Past today.
Something I hated in the past was, in the room auditions for commercials, because they get hundreds of you in, and inevitably it's just based on the way you look 9 times out of 10. So why not just do a self-tape? That's been a really good thing to come out of COVID.
I'd agree with that. I bet each of us have got an embarrassing in-person commercial audition we went to, right? We've each got one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Christian, tell us one of you. We'll each go through those. I think that'll be quite good, just to show for any actors who are in the industry these days who will still get commercial first-round audition tapes because they want to check chemistry with actors or stuff like that, or some directors insist on having actors in the room. I do understand that to a point, but not for these sorts of commercial auditions that we're going to be talking about. So, Christian, go ahead. Which one did you do that you hated back in the past?
So I did one not so long ago where the audition was going really well, and it was like I was supposed to be on a date eating these noodles seductively, right? And the guy was like talking, the casting director was like, yeah, really good, really seduce, eat those noodles. I picked the noodles up and then it just dripped all the mince and noodles all down the top. And it was pretty
They actually
embarrassing.
gave you a prop, though?
Yeah, I had noodles and they were dry as fuck. It was horrible. And then he just turned around and was like, wasn't very sexy, was it? It's like, no.
That wasn't necessary at all. That's absolutely hideous. Morgan, can you top that or match that?
Mine was food related as well, weirdly. Mine was years ago, probably talking nearly 10 years ago now. But it was for, like, I don't want to say exactly what it was for, but I had to go in and I had to cut a steak for my dad. I had to cut it, and I had to like be cutting this steak, and then the door goes, and it was the woman that was dating my dad, and I was like trying to get my single father back on his feet, kind of thing. I'd cut into this steak, and I couldn't, because the knife and fork they give me, it wasn't like a steak knife, it was just like a plastic knife and a fork, and it was in the celery snap, it was the whole thing. And I can't remember my lines or anything. It was a lot going on. I had to imagine celery was a steak, and then I went. I was thrown.
Sounds like the start of a really, really certain internet video. Like it sounds really big question. Are you sure you went on a casting couch, Morgan?
Yeah, where were you?
Well, that's what was weird. Next after that, they picked up the celery, and they were like, "We'll just take the position." No, that didn't. No, we didn't take the position. That was me.
Before Crutches, I'll go with mine.
Started improvising, and yeah, no, I was asked to play.
That's dangerous. When you improvise, Morgan, that's dangerous, especially when we're going to talk about a product. Was it you? Hang on, I've just got a memory now from drama school when we did commercial audition practice, and we did Marks and Spencers, and you came on and started effing and jeffing in front of everyone, didn't you?
I don't know if I was effing and jeffing. I took my top off.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember being both in shock and jealous of his body.
They have a good body.
That's really odd.
Thank you for that. Thank you very much. But I remember this. Yeah, I don't know what it was. I think it was like some kind of a beach thing or a holiday thing. I thought, we'll be topless. Nobody will think of that. There's a reason nobody else thought of that. It was ridiculous.
Respect for doing it. A commercial audition that I had was a VR headset one where they gave us a bicycle helmet to put on your head and to imagine you were playing video games. And the helmet wouldn't fit my head. So no matter how many times. But mine's like oval.
It's wide.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for just specifying that. But the bicycle helmet, like I swear it was a kid's one. It probably wasn't. It was probably an extra large adult helmet. But the way they tightened it for the last bit, it wouldn't fit. So it just hit the top of my head and wouldn't go on. And the casting director said, just try again. And I did it again. I didn't think to, because in the moment, you have a lot of pressure. And I didn't think to just adjust the helmet. I just kept trying to lower it down on my head. And after I couldn't do it after 5 times, they just said, we've seen enough. so out I went. That went well. Crutch, how about yours?
Pre-drama school, I went for a commercial audition where I had to go in my trunks, just like swimming trunks, and then I was asked to jump into a pool of spaghetti hoops, but there was no pool, no spaghetti hoops, it was just the floor. So it was just like me just jumping on the spot, like imagining jumping into a pool of spaghetti hoops. I think it was, I can't remember, I think it was for spaghetti hoops.
Well, I would hope it is for spaghetti hoops, otherwise I'm not sure what the spaghetti hoops were doing there. I would definitely agree that first round...
What you're talking about.
No, he didn't. He's too busy texting someone, isn't he? He's not bothering. He's too busy texting someone. Don't hold your hands up now. We're not some US cop, for fuck's sake.
What are we doing?
Goodness.
No, I just heard Christian. I was like, what? I zoned out. I do that when Matt's speaking. When Matt speaks too much, I do tend to zone out. Sorry, Chops.
Well, this bodes well for the listeners of this year's Christmas special, doesn't it? Brilliant stuff. I was literally complimenting you there, saying I agree with your choice. Right, well, on to the Ghost of Christmas Present. Which one of you two left was the Ghost of Christmas Present?
I thought I was past.
I was present.
For fuck's
Go on, you do present.
Right, go on, Morgan. Morgan, let's go back to the past then. Go on. Considering we're not going to have a Ghost of Christmas future, let's do double down on the past.
There is no future. No, my thing is maybe it'd be good to have this in the future then. Okay, so that might be good. It's something I liked about the past that I'd like in the future. How about that?
We'll go with that. Well saved.
It's weird. It kind of half clashes with what Christian said, because Christian's saying obviously he didn't like going in the room a lot and like for certain things like adverts. So like he's a bit more like that, whereas I miss being in the room for like stage auditions or film auditions, TV auditions, these kind of things. I miss that first round there, because I always feel like for whatever reason sometimes in self-tapes you can't properly just give off your full energy, really, because you can't just sit and just speak at the camera yourself for 2 or 3 minutes. It's like every now and again you do get, I had a really good one probably last year that like they asked you to tell a story, just a story for the first one, in the first bit of the self-tape. That was quite good, because you can get a sense of who you are, whatever it is. If you're just doing a standard thing for like I've had a couple of things this week for like TV and whatever it is, it's like I can give you a sense of what I can bring to the character, but you don't know what I'm going to be like on set. I don't know what you're going to be like on set. Like, I don't know if we're going to work well together. And
Yeah.
what we're going to be like as a theatre company. It's just a lot of things that I feel like you can get started probably on the right foot a bit easier and a bit quicker if you have that in the room experience, which has died out now because, like you said, it's simpler and easier to do the self-tape. So I miss them, and I want more first-round auditions in the room going forward.
Very, very good. No, I do agree with TV, film, and stage when it's character stuff, especially because if you get a self-tape for a TV film or something like that, but you don't get any form of direction, they just want you to do your version of the character, which is fine. I get it. They presumably the person that gets closest or to what they were after or surprises them in the right way will get the recall or get the role. I do see that process, but I'm definitely an actor where I will then overthink about what they want if they haven't put a specific direction on there.
Yeah.
Whereas in the room, if I go for my first choice and it isn't what they're after, one of my strengths, I think, is following redirection. I'm quite good at that.
Yeah.
So if I'm in person and they redirect me a specific way, I much prefer that process. What about you, Crutch or Christian? Are you the same for TV, film, and stage stuff?
Yeah, no, 100%. I couldn't agree more.
I mean, I still am inclined to think that self-tapes for TV roles, just for the first round, because obviously they do 2, 3, 4 rounds, then I think in the room.
Yeah, because you're a creepy guy to meet in person. I get it. Like, it's...
I was going to say that. When you said about you want to give your energy off in the room, I was like, it's probably best you're behind a camera.
Yeah.
Or on the radio. Crutch, how about you? Are you the ghost of Christmas Present then, is it?
Yeah, so I haven't gone quite as... Well, it's a serious issue for me, and I don't think your listeners will learn as much from my thing I hate about the present, which technically can be applied to the future unless you can give me some advice. But I've written down pooing on set.
Sorry, what?
Pooing on set.
Right.
Because,
go through this.
Stop doing it, Jack. That's...
No, not pooing on the set. I mean, the urge to go to the toilet when on set, because I get in my head that, it's something I get in my head about.
So, why? Because you feel like you're going to drop an absolute Nagasaki-sized bomb and then like the romantic lead's going to walk in.
Well, there's that. There's timing. You could start going when you're needed. So I get in my head about it, and then if I don't go, I feel like that can affect my performance.
Because your character's walking with a limp.
You can enhance it though. If you need to, like,
can it?
Harboring stress, then you can tap into that.
Okay. yeah, that's true. So that's what I've written down. I'm regretting it.
Probably regretting eating that chili before you went on set as well.
The catering I'm some kind of stinky guy. What I just meant is nerves. Nerves on set, basically.
Nerves. You get these like famous behind the scenes clips where secretly like a spark records like Tom Cruise going mental on set on Mission Impossible. Like, we've gone people jobs. I could just imagine some like techie just filming Crutch just shitting his pants on the films.
Get away! Oh!
Actor Jack Crutch drops guts on set of Apple TV show. I can't wait to see.
Well, do you know what's funny is I was thinking I'm now scared of it. I used to make you scared at drama school, so I used to torment you when you used to go to the toilet, and now I've become the tormented.
This is karma.
It is. It's a full circle. How do you feel about going to the toilet?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I've got to get on set first of all to even have the opportunity to shit my pants.
It's a valid point. I get this.
But no.
Though. I get this in theatre where it's like if it's already started and you suddenly need one, and you're midway through the show, you're like, "Ooh, when am I next time? Can I sneak one in?"
Especially as well, Morgan, because you do quite a lot of sort of children's theatre stuff as well. You're quite good at that, like playing Shere Khan in the Jungle Book, and suddenly this massive turd just flops.
What face is he doing? What face is that he's got?
Well, I had absolutely no idea that this section of the podcast would end up with shitting on a film set, but there we go.
You know what I mean.
We smell what you mean.
I do as well. And I'm quite glad that you've got some fear after tormenting me at drama school, where whenever I would go to the bathroom at drama school, Crutch would say he needed to go at the same time, would go in the cubicle next to me and just peek over and just watch me like some weird devil on my shoulder. Or he would go get some loo roll, wet it with the tap and just lob it at me like a trebuchet. It was awful. Anyway, we will move on to the next 3 festive favourites, okay? Please just start going with your own actual favourites, please.
Yeah.
So, this one is, I know, Morgan, I'm so sorry about your steam-ironed Victorian ornament that you put on your tree. So, which of the days in the 12 days of Christmas is your favourite? Which of the days in the 12 days of Christmas is your favourite? Morgan, You first, as you've actually prepared.
5 gold rings.
Very, very good, Morgan. Great work, Christian.
Christian
I'm
there.
not going to sing it like him, but 2 turtle doves.
Crutch.
I've gone with 12
didn't
drummers
listen.
drumming. It's the end of the
12
song.
drummers drumming. It's a point to Gareth Morgan. I like 5 gold rings. I am very, very surprised that Christian didn't go for 8 maids of milking, if I'm perfectly honest. I thought he'd go right down that route with the way he's been going this podcast. But yes, 5 gold rings, Morgan. So that's 2 points. Moving on. Christmas Carol. Which of your favourite Christmas carols, the songs? Morgan, what have you gone for? Because you've prepped, so I can go to you while the other 2 fuckers think.
I've gone Silent Night, Holy Night.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. Christian, how about you?
I was going to go for that one, but I'm going
You
to
can't
go
go
for
for
Away
it.
in a Manger then.
Gone for Away in a Manger. Crutch, we'll talk about why he was an idiot then in a moment. Crutch?
I'm going to go Silent Night. That's a point for me.
See, very good, because here's what Crutch has done, Christian, that you could have done there. You could have just picked what Morgan picked, because if 2 of you pick it, you overrule me. So Crutch and Morgan, you have a point. The one that I did pick was Good King Wenceslas.
Yeah,
I like
well,
a bit
now
of
we
Good
got
King Wenceslas.
How's it going?
Or I like Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. That's a good one. I'm not singing, mate. I heard you guys impersonating me in a monologue fashion earlier.
Bethlehem.
That one.
Rest in peace to headphone users.
And last festive favourite, but Morgan,
Use
control
that as a
yourself.
transition.
We just loop it. So the last festive favourite for this section is alcoholic drink. Morgan, what did you go for?
I want to go last on this one.
Okay. It'd usually be a full bottle of bourbon. If we're not going to go for that, I will go for the mulled wine.
Jesus, very good choice. Crutch, how about you? I'm going to pick you next.
Baileys.
Good choice. Christian?
I like mulled wine.
I went for mulled wine as well. So actually they did guess what I went for. So Christian and Gareth do get a point. Even though he did that by doing the ratty way of trying to get a point via Gareth, that is what I picked. I did pick mulled wine. But you got to do it. You've got to have hot mulled wine. You've got to have it fresh. If you have it when it's got all cold, it's horrible.
Yeah, mine went a bit cold.
Star anise, cinnamon, and the orange. So,
Do you have any oranges this year?
Cinnamon. Oh, I'm very sorry for that, Gareth, but we don't need to go back onto the way that you ate the orange last year. That's clipped on social media. If anyone wants to see a gorilla lick its fucking fingers, you can go back and see that clip. Anyway, we're going to move on to the final section of our Christmas podcast. This is the Actor's Grotto.
Silent night, holy night. Silent night, holy night. Silent night, holy night.
Welcome to the In the Room Actors Grotto. So we asked for Santa, but I'm afraid we could only afford below equity minimum and he wasn't having it. So instead, we have a magical experience for some of our younger listeners to send in questions and have them answered by our consummate professionals here today. Some of the brilliant young performers from LP Artist Management have submitted some very important acting-related questions that they need answered from Christian, Jack, and Gareth. Now, the guys haven't heard these questions in advance. I've had them recorded by these lovely younger actors, and I'm going to play them to them, and they're going to answer the question simple as. Like Santa would, offer presents out, these guys are going to give good advice. Now, I think, Christian, you are first, okay? So we've got a question for you.
Brilliant.
I think it's from Ella.
Hello, Christian. I'm Ella. I heard that you filmed your first TV credit this year. Firstly, congratulations. Secondly, after waiting a long time for an opportunity, how do you keep your nerves under control when filming?
Did you get that, Christian?
I did, yeah. Thank you, Ella. How did I keep my nerves under control? We got on set and the director said, let's go for rehearsal straight away. And he said, quiet, please. And I turned around and saw 150 crew. And I hadn't been on set for like a good 2 years. So I was like, so I think I started recently doing Wim Hof breathing, and I did that in my trailer before I went on set, and that kind of just takes away any sort of nerves and anxiety for me, and that on this occasion really helped, because I got into that situation I thought I was going to be panicking, and that them feelings didn't come. So I think just like doing breath work, just settle yourself, have confidence and belief in yourself.
I like that. Really good.
Yeah.
Crutch, I think your question is up next, and this is from the wonderful Arlo, I think.
No, Arlo.
Hello, Jack Crutch. I'm Arlo. My question is this. I'm a child actor, and I know that you were too when you were younger. What do you think are the most important things to learn when you are a child on set?
Wow, what a question. Oh my God, I think just take it all in, because you're doing something quite abnormal if you get to go on set as a child and you kind of forget how lucky you are to be on set. You can be on these amazing sets and everyone's kind of waiting on you and treating you like, like you're the most important person there. So just enjoy that, remember why you're there, and just take it all in.
I like that, Crutch. I like that very, very much. Gareth Morgan, you ready for your question?
Always.
We've got Gwen and Luna. I can't remember. Well, they're twins, so I'm not sure if they asked it together or if there was one asked the first part or the second part. But here we go.
Hello, Gareth Morgan. My name is Luna, and my question is this. Why do you have such a big head?
Sounds like a question for my mother, really.
So they really want to know, Gareth, why do you have such a big head?
Have they seen a photo of it?
I couldn't dare show them a photo of Gareth, mate. They'd never leave the house.
I'm up at night for years.
It's absolutely terrifying. Sorry, Gareth. I did actually get a serious question.
Oh, did you?
I'll play it out to you.
Oh, God.
No,
yeah.
I didn't.
You chopped, did you? Great.
Sorry, here we go.
Sorry, Gareth. My name is Gwen, and my question is this. I know you do a lot of presenter work on social media and YouTube. How do you get better at being on camera as yourself rather than a character?
So I'd say it's a tough one, because initially you start thinking, oh, I need to kind of do something, like kind of amp everything up and go mad and just be super animated. And in the first year or two of me doing my kind of presenter stuff, like on YouTube and things like that, I was very animated, ridiculously animated. And a lot of people would be like, whoa, this guy's a lot. Eventually you kind of settle into yourself and you realize it's just pretty much taking the bits like of your personality, the things that kind of make you tick, and maybe just dialing them up to about 8, 9, just not quite crazy, just up a little bit, just to the point of being engaging, I guess. And that's, yeah. But why are you laughing? We're laughing at my 8 out of 10.
I wasn't laughing. I actually agree with you on that front. Has it got easier over time as well? Because
Definitely.
I think I'll speak for the other two, but I think whenever we did anything at drama school, when we shared the room with auditions, whenever we had to do stuff as ourselves rather than a character, we all fucking despised it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember Crutch said, like, I think it was last year or the special before that, about the question you get asked on first day of rehearsals about a fact about yourself or a story about yourself, and then on first day of rehearsals you feel like you're being yourself, but you are performing and no one has an interesting fact, or if they do, they're worried that people think they're showing off. So I agree with you. I think it's just about finding that right balance, isn't it? Anyway, lovely stuff. We will move to our last 3 festive favourites, okay? So I feel like this has been the worst game ever. I should have just gone for the Christmas quiz again. No one's enjoyed it listening, I can already tell. None of you have enjoyed playing it. No. Christian's found a ratty way around it now as well. But anyway, we will finish it off. So here we go. Your festive favourite Christmas song.
I can't go first because we'll jump on my thing now.
But they'll jump on whoever says the first thing.
Yeah, you go first.
I mean, do you know what? I'm just going to go with Mistletoe, Justin Bieber.
I think that's a great choice. I was going to go with that as well.
Yeah.
Really good song.
Oh, you're all 3 going with Mistletoe by Justin Bieber, are you? That's a very interesting choice. Yeah. Well, my festive favourite of I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizard isn't going to go down too well now, is it?
No, well.
So, fabulous. Right, well, 1 point to each of you fuckers then. Brilliant. Good job. It's the worst game show of all time. Now, actually, for the last 2, I'm going to change it.
Nah.
You have to get the same as me.
Okay,
Simple as.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, cool.
So you have to get the same as me. Board or parlour game that you play at Christmas?
Parlour game?
Yeah, well,
you wrote that down.
What is that?
What the hell is that?
It's a game you play at
school. Nonsense is this?
See, some of our listeners who have a brain cell will know what a parlour game is. It's a game that you play at Christmas. It's like I don't want to give you too many examples because I'll probably say the one that we're doing. Like a game like
charades.
Oh, you prick.
Exactly. That sort of thing. So it's like parlour games. So it's stuff that you're playing on a board. It's like you play New Year's Eve or Christmas or stuff like that. So a board or parlour game. So which ones are we going to go for? Gareth?
I was going to go for charade / heads up. I like the heads up one where you've got to it's on like a phone and you do a thing and it's got like a subject on it and you have to like act it out, whatever it is.
I like that one. Crutch?
I'm going with chess.
Interesting. I wonder what brought you to that conclusion.
Jesus.
I feel Chopper's a bit of a capitalist, so I'm going to go with Monopoly.
Yeah, very clever. Lee, very clever.
Very clever. I've actually gone for the Who Am I game, where you put a post-it note on your head
That's
with someone,
close.
and
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
you're
that's
ever
not
so
true.
close, Gareth, because
Yeah.
you've got the one on the phone, so it's not quite there.
I was
Half-witting.
in that world.
Hang on, Crutch, why do you get a point? You went
Similar.
for chess to deliberately insult me. You think my household's like the Queen's Gambit on Christmas Day?
I genuinely would pick chess. I love chess.
Right, yeah, funny that. And Christian just called me a capitalist. Brilliant. So this podcast has been brilliant. So it's the Who Am I game that I like, the post-it notes on your head. And our last festive favourite is a character in the Nativity. Your favourite character
By
in
this,
the Nativity.
do you mean the film, or do you mean the Nativity, like
Don't
frankincense?
No, I mean
gold?
the actual Nativity. I don't
Got it,
mean the
got it.
film with Martin Freeman
Can we
in.
take
No,
a second
I
to
mean,
put over it? That is a Christmas movie I like. I'm into that. That's a good Christmas movie. I like that one.
Nativity character. Christian, you go first.
Mary.
Creep.
Right, anyway.
I'm trying to get in the head of Chopper Harris.
Which is a disturbing place to be, I will admit that.
Yeah.
Gareth Morgan?
Jesus.
Brilliant. Jesus, Mary. Go on, Crutch.
Angel Gabriel.
It's a good choice. None of you are correct. I went for the Three
Donkey.
Wise Men.
Oh,
One of the
no.
Three Wise Men.
Oh,
I'd like to play one of those guys. The
I
Three
could see
Wise
you as the
Men.
innkeeper.
Oh, what? Turning them all away? Because the inn's full. I've got all that money I need. Capitalist me's coming out again. Right, so Jack Crutch, have you got the final scores on the doors? Does anyone even give a shit? Probably not.
I kind of gave up with the scores when I was losing.
yeah.
I think I won.
Oh, great. I'm really glad.
I just want respect.
Okay, well, you all win with respect then. If anyone's bothering to listening, you might know who's won if you've even got this far. Probably not, but we'll all end the Christmas special with everyone winning with respect. God knows what respect we have after this absolute shit show that we do yearly, but here we go. All that's left to say is thank you. Thank you, Jack Crutch and Gareth Morgan. As always, you've been brilliant. I mean, I wrote that down on the Word doc before you did what you did, so right now I'm not too inclined to say that, but anyway. And thank you to every single one of you listening right now who supported Christian and I in the room. From the podcast to the social media, running this platform is a pleasure. We would love to wish all of you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We can't wait to welcome you back in the room with us the second half of our third season in 2024.